Alright guys, for our next discussion we're going to talk a little bit about superheroes. So this debate is going to be over detailing specifically movies. So no TV shows, but this is going to be the best superhero movies. 5. Just 5. And I don't want to hear honorable mentions because it's limited to just 5. Alright?
Man, no,
just
don't
5. You can't be like trying to give credit to a movie that you don't have in your top 5 list. So it's just 5.
Really? Are you serious?
I'm very serious.
This ain't fair.
And I need to pull it up so I don't. I wrote this down. So.
Oh, you wrote yours down. Oh, nice.
All right, I think yeah, I'm good. All right, my 5, and I'm not gonna go too deep into them because I want to leave some time for us to possibly argue over some inclusions. Even though I don't, you might argue with one of mine.
Probably.
So I'll go. These aren't in order.
They're not in order. Okay.
Necessarily. I have Avengers Infinity War in my top 5. I have Logan in my top 5. My 3rd is Across the Spider-Verse. Number 4, I have The Dark Knight. Rightfully so, as that's my favorite movie of all time, regardless of genre. And 5, I have X-Men First Class.
What?
Yeah. What do you mean, what?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that I think I'll talk a little bit about a few of them now. But X-Men First Class, I feel like that movie to me was done very well. I like the acting portion. I like the portrayal of Magneto and Professor X. I thought it was done very well, and I like seeing like the origins of what we like realized in this full-on rivalry and how they were friends in the beginning, and you know, it was just differences in opinion and actions that turned them on the opposite sides. So I thought that was a great movie, but The Dark Knight to me is literally a perfect movie. That's one to me. I don't have the others in a specific order, but The Dark Knight, I think it still stands the test of time. I think obviously everyone knows that Heath Ledger, that performance was awesome, but everybody in that movie I thought was great. So that's my list for best 5 superhero movies of all time.
Oh, it's an interesting list.
Okay.
Interesting list and all that. All right, now. So I'm gonna give my top. So I can't say honorable mentions.
No, just say 5. Oh.
All right. Let's start it off. Okay. For me, The Dark Knight is in my list, and it's not my all-time favorite, but it's up there for sure as far as like in there, just because I feel like it's a great movie in general, and then I did love the portrayal of Heath Ledger's Joker as well too. So I do have The Dark Knight in there. I also have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and everything. I agree with that pick as far as like that was just a great Spider-Man movie all around and everything. I feel like, again, all in all, great addition and everything. Number 3, I actually have Avengers Infinity War. I actually do agree with you with that. I feel like that was the best like team up, like as far as with, at first I was worried and everything as far as with that goes. Like I was gonna say Endgame, but Infinity War was so much better as far as not so much. Okay, fine.
It was just better. Yeah,
I'll say better. I won't.
Yeah.
But for me, I just love seeing like Thanos on the screen as far as him just doing what he had to do and all that. So we agree with those 3 for sure. Now these 2, this is where we differ and everything. Number 4. I have Black Panther. I have Black Panther in my number 4 spot just because, again, Black Panther to me was such an iconic, great movie. Chadwick Boseman did such a great job as Black Panther. Then also just the world of Wakanda was just beautiful and everything. The cinematography was everything. Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan was great. The acting all around was superb, fantastic. And then at number 5, gotta show love to the classic Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire. Yes, Spider-Man 2 was such a great movie all around, just because, again, for me, I just love the deep message behind it as far as with, Peter Parker just struggling to find himself, struggling to really like determine, does he want to be Peter Parker, does he want to be Spider-Man, him just feeling burdened with that and everything as well too. And but then it's like, this is what I'm choosing to do, this is what I need to do and everything. So I just love the deep message behind it. And then also, again, like the Doc Ock was amazing, and then just all around the acting was amazing, and then the story itself was amazing too to me. And then just remind me of like just how my love for appreciate my love for Spider-Man as well too, and just why he's one of my favorite superheroes and everything. So yeah, like I agree with the I agree with the three we have, but again, Logan, great movie. I love Logan. I enjoyed it and everything. But for me, and again, here's the thing, I read the Logan comic too and everything, and again, it was true to the comics too, almost. Like, not as much, but it was still good. But for me, and as much as I love Wolverine too, I love him, I still love that Spider-Man. I still love seeing Black Panther, and it was just all those different. And then what was your other movie?
X-Men First Class.
Yeah, I liked X-Men First Class too. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good movie. It was a good X-Men movie for it and everything, but I don't think it was strong enough compared to like Black Panther and Spider-Man 2. I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
that.
I mean, that's your entirely opinion. But
And why'd you make a face about Black Panther?
Black Panther was a good movie, but like I don't think it was better. Like if I had to include like my next pick, I definitely would have said Spider-Man 2, because I don't think Spider-Man 2 was a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
I just have a hard time having two I think Across the Spider-Verse was just better, And then Spider-Man 2 it's a classic movie. I think Tobey Maguire, he's the best Spider-Man by a lot.
Oh, best Spider-Man by a lot?
Out of
like
Andrew Garfield and
Tom Holland?
yes. Andrew Garfield's not in discussion. So it's between...
Man. Oh, wow.
What? Do you think?
He's Andrew Garfield. I liked his Spider-Man. I liked Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, to be honest.
Who's the best Spider-Man?
Who's the best Spider-Man between the three?
Yes.
For me, okay, like I'll admit this much. Like as much as Spider-Man, if we talk about Spider-Man, I'm gonna say Andrew Garfield, because I love the jokes he was telling when he was
jokes.
Yes, Spider-Man's a jokester.
What jokes was he making that were funny?
He was talking too. Like I love that he was talking too and everything. Like I love the talking in it. Like for me, as much as I love Tobey Maguire, he wasn't talking as much when he was Spider-Man. To me, he wasn't talking enough when he was Spider-Man. And Tom Holland, I feel like, is second too. Like he's a Spider-Man. I'm not talking about Peter Parker. I'm talking about Spider-Man. To me, as much as I love Spider-Man too. I love the Spider-Man trilogy. Okay, like hot take, I like Spider-Man 3 a lot and everything. So for me,
I didn't mind Spider-Man 3.
Exactly, but as far as Spider-Man goes, like I'll admit Andrew Garfield, I enjoyed his Spider-Man, and then I enjoyed Tom Holland's, and then Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was just okay to me. It was just okay.
Interesting, but that movie to you can be a top 5 movie all time in terms of superheroes, even with Spider-Man being the worst iteration of Spider-Man, in your opinion.
Okay, I'm not saying he was the worst iteration, but
he clearly is. You're saying out of those 3, he's the worst.
I'm not saying the worst, but if we're comparing, then it's like.
Am I getting this correct? There's 3, and you have him at 3. So is he the worst or not? That is the worst.
When you saying that, you make it seem like I'm saying he's at the bottom, but he's like, okay, on a rating scale, he's like I feel like he's a 7.5. That's what I'm saying. It's not like he's terrible.
And you think Andrew Garfield's a 10?
I didn't say. I said he was like a 9, and then Tom Holland is an 8, and then Toby's like a 7.5 to me.
Wow.
But anyways, we digress.
Yeah, we could talk a little bit about Black Panther. I think Black Panther was a great movie. I remember watching it. I think though, like a lot of it is just the significant, like its cultural impact, and like what it's set up in the future, and of course with Chadwick Boseman's death now, like looking back on it, it's a great movie still, but like I still think it's just not like the story and itself wasn't like the best. That like you're essentially you're saying it's essentially the second best movie out of the whole MCU. Like
I didn't say because I have
you have Infinity War, and then you're saying like you think it was better than Endgame.
I'm not. Well, I'm again like that's.
If you're,
I think it's a top 5 movie for sure. I think it's a top, but I get what you're saying too. But at the same, like I feel like you could still say like it's a. I'm not saying that it's like number 2 and every, but I'm just saying as far as like movies with. I'm talking about for me. I guess I'm thinking about movies with impact and all that too. Movies that like it was a great story all around. Like with like again, it was a great villain, great hero. Great world building as well too. Like there's a lot of was a lot of great world building with that as well too. So I'm also considering that. I'm also considering all the side characters. Like Zuri was entertaining to me. Like Nakia was entertaining to me. Like everybody was great. And then even like their battles, the fight scenes were great. They were there too. And so there was also, again, you have action. You got a little romance in there. You got a little comedy in there. You got some drama. So for me, I feel like it had everything. And it was very balanced, too. It's one of the most balanced MCU movies to me, in my opinion. It's one of the most balanced, as far as, because again, like if you think about Thor, Love and Ragnarok, it's very comedic. And it's like very much so like,
you mean Thor, Love, and Thunder, or Thor, Ragnarok? You said Thor.
Oh, Thor, Love, and Thunder. Yeah, Thor, Love, and Thunder. Yeah. Like, compared to, like, as far as you had Ragnarok, which was a great mix of comedy and everything, but you had Thor, Love, and Thunder that was just doing too much with it.
And everything.
So for me, I don't think it's a stretch to say
Black Panther. I think that's the best compliment or mix of everything.
Yes, Black Panther was a great mix of you can even argue Endgame was more like sad and depressing and not necessarily about like
there was not that much laughter
it makes sense too, but I'm just saying if you're thinking about more like if you're thinking about balanced MCU movies, Black Panther has to be there in my opinion. That's why I don't mind having it in my top 5 because it's the most balanced MCU and great best introduction to a character ever too, like as far as with MCU goes, one of the best introductions.
Okay. I'm not gonna fight you any longer. I will allow you to have that opinion and not be cast down about it. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right. But again, I liked your pick with Logan though too. I mean, again, that would have been my honorable mention too, just because. But what? Why? You...
Honorable mentions. What did I say in the beginning? No honorable mentions. Because I don't want to hear you be, oh, this was close, but that, no. You had your 5, stick with it. And when people are coming at you in the comments, when they're being like, what was the one you said other than Black Panther that I had a gripe with?
Spider-Man 2?
Spider-Man 2.
Over...
If they get You're
saying X-Men First Class?
I'm just saying.
X-Men First Class?
I'll admit, I just have a very strong attachment to Magneto. I think Magneto is like a cool superhero. Or not super cool villain, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like that showed Magneto in a different light for sure. But yeah, okay.